Hey, this is Phil from Race City Retro, and today we're going to take another trip back in time. Now, I had originally done the Revell catalog of the 70s. I think it was 78 or so. And back in the day, man, Revell had let me down on more than one occasion. I was not too happy with Revell model kits. They lured you in. They had some great box art. They had some great kits with opening doors, opening trunk, stuff that as a model builder you'd be like, that's cool. I could detail the trunk. But then once you put them together, man, what a letdown. The doors never hinged right. They'd be hanging off the body. And back then, too, what I remember is the model glue was a lot stronger, Tester's model glue, than it is today. Your whole room would stink of model glue. The model glue used to soften those hinges, and where you'd glue the mounting point to the body, you'd get a couple dimples in it because of the glue. Oh, it was a nightmare. But we're going to give Revell another try today. Today we're going to feature Revell 1989. They're getting ready to go into the 90s, and this is a very surprising catalog. You got a little bit of everything in this catalog. Revell started getting into die cast, into metal, pre-painted body kits. You got a lot of cool stuff in here. So let's see if we can give Revell another chance, just to be fair. Let's take a look at this catalog and see what's going on at Revell in 1989. Welcome to 1989, and before we get into Revell 1989, I want to swing by the mall and pick up an outfit to wear, maybe some parachute pants or some neon clothes. Let me go by the Chess King, see what they have to offer. Here we go. Revell is starting off their 1989 catalog with die-cast cars. These are pre-built 1/24th scale. Lots of exotics. Ferrari 288 GTO, Ferrari 250 LM, Porsche 959, Mercedes SL Carrera Pan America. Under that, Ferrari Le Mans, Ferrari Testarossa, and then they have some new diecast coming, a Shelby 427 Cobra, and a brand new 1989 Corvette ZR1 Coupe. Next page, the diecast continue with a Mercedes 300 SL Gullwing Coupe, a Ferrari GTO Racing, a Porsche 961, looks like Jägermeister, a Corvette Stingray, looks like a 63 split window. Under that, you have the Lamborghini Countach. Next to that, you have the Corvette Challenge race car. Under that, 63 Corvette Roadster, new release coming. And then next to that is the Cobra 427 Racing. You guys ever have any of these diecasts? I do remember seeing these cars at the store. Next up, Revell is offering a die-cast metal model kit. So these are pre-painted bodies with molded interior colors, molded chassis, and you put it together yourself. You put the decals on it, and you're ready to go. And with this, they were offering the Porsche 961 Canon kit, Canon cameras, I guess. And below that, you have a Ferrari GTO Pioneer stereo kit. And then on the bottom, you have the Lamborghini Countach and the Corvette Stingray. So these are just like a model somewhat, but you put this together yourself and throw the decals on it. Okay, here we have the plastic car kits now, 1/25th scale. The Street Machines and Street Rods. The first series is the Hot Rod Street Machines assortment, which consists of the Firebird Street Machine, the Camaro Street Machine, and the Pontiac Pro Street. That's, I believe, Rick Dobberton's Pro Street that was in every magazine when he built it. Below that, you have a sweet step-side, square body Chevy Street pickup. Next to that, you have the Corvette Pro Street. Then on the bottom, oh man, there it is again, the 57 Chevy hardtop from way back in the day with an 80s modernized look. Next to that, the 56 Ford pickup truck. Below that, you have the Firebird Pro Street. Well, they're calling it Pro Street, but it doesn't look Pro Street to me. And to the right of that, you have the 56 Chevy Coupe, which once again, that's one of Revell's ancient kits. They just give it a late 80s kind of look. Next up is the Nostalgia Drags and Record Setters from Revell. And these are all new issues. So first you have the 69 Mustang Super Cobra Jet 125th scale. You have the Swindler 2 Stonewoods and Cook's Willie's Coupe. And below that, they're calling it the Attempt 1 record car, but I believe that's Mickey Thompson's car. And then under that, you have the Tom Mongoose McEwen Plymouth Duster and the Top Fuel Dragster. And then on the bottom, you have the Tony Nancy set. That is a great set with a couple slingshots and a top fueler. But what's even cooler, check out these displays on the top right. Oh man, I wish I had one of those displays sitting in my garage. That's pretty cool to show the newest kits, the Hot Rod magazine kits. Revell Hot Rod Dragsters and Sets. So the top ones are the bigger 1/16 scale Mickey Thompson. That's his Pontiac Le Mans body. Under that, you have the Revolution Duster funny car. Next to that, you have the Chi-Town Hustler Charger funny car. And then below those, these are the Hot Rod sets. So these were trios. You got all three together in those big boxes. You remember those? I had a few of those. Did you? Put it in the comments if you had any of these sets. 41 Willie's Coupe, 32 Ford Sedan, 34 Ford, 3-window chopped. Under that, you have the Classics combo, a 26T, a 34 Roadster, and then on the end, you had a delivery, I believe they call. Oh, no, I'm sorry, they got it backwards. That's the sedan on the end. On the bottom, you have the Chevy Classics, the horrible 57 Chevy kit, keeps haunting me. The 55 Chevy in the middle, and then that's the old Gasser kit on the end, the 54 Chevy Gasser kit from Revell, 409 Chevy powered. Revell is kicking off their snap-together cars and trucks with the Street Screamers. I've never seen these. I've never seen that display. How about you guys? Anybody have any of these kits or remember seeing them in a hobby store or the toy store? They do a 57 Chevy, a 69 Camaro, looks like a somewhat new Corvette, and then a Firebird. Really strange. Like I said, I don't remember those at all. Underneath, you got some great snap trucks, both a Toyota and a Datsun, looking period perfect. And under that, Jeep CJ7 and a VW Rabbit pickup truck. Pretty cool snaps. Next page, the snaps continue with a 68 Corvette. Next to that, you have the 68 Camaro Rally Sport showing SS emblem in the grille, so it's an SSRS. Under that, the 68 Firebird 400, the 68 Mustang 2+2, once again an amazing display. And then under that, you have the Firebird Trans Am, the Z28 Camaro, and then we have the California Cruisers, 57 Corvette, 57 Chevy. These are all 1/32 scale, a 57 T-Bird, and a 57 Ford Fairlane 500. And another great hobby store, toy store display shown. All right, back to glue kits, dragsters. The Tom McEwen 57 Chevy Funny Car in 1/24 scale. Brand new kit in 1989. Under that, Bob Glidden's Pro Stock Thunderbird. I built that kit. I remember the box. It had him standing next to the car with all the Wallies. And then below that, Don Big Daddy Garlitz, the Swamp Rat 30 dragster. That was the one where he started with the aerodynamics and the small front tire. Pretty innovative at its time. And then under that, you have the Don Prudhomme, the Winds Winder dragster. That's in 1/16 scale. And then next to that, you have Garlitz's rear engine dragster, also in 1/16 scale. Continuing on with dragsters and road racers, the nitro burning assortment, Revell is calling it. You have Ed the Ace McCullough, his Oldsmobile funny car. When's the last time you saw an Oldsmobile funny car? Under that, you have another Oldsmobile funny car, which is John Force's Castrol GTX, two brand new kits for 1989. And then on the bottom, I love these. This is the Champion Racing Assortment. I don't remember seeing this set. I guess by assortment, maybe these came in a 3-pack, but you have the 711 Mustang GTO, the Motorcraft Mustang GTO, the Folgers Mustang GTO, all wide body kits. Amazing kits. Wish they'd bring those back. All right, let's take a ride to Skip's Drive-In and Oval Track Racing. Strange combination to put together, Revell, but these Skip's Fiesta Drive-In kits are pretty much all the old kits from the 60s and 70s that gave me so many problems as a kid. They're saying that the Skip's Anglia is a new kit. Next to that, you have the VW Cabriolet, a new kit. Then under that, the 59 Ford Galaxy. I tried to build it. That's the one the body comes in pieces. It's a horror show. Next to that, the Skips 57 Nomad. Same thing. The doors fit horrible. Everything fits horrible. Skips 60 Corvette. That kit I never built, but I did try and build the one to the right in the older version, the 55 Chevy. Same thing. Issues with doors, issues with trunk. Nothing fit good. And then these are pretty cool. The ASA, American Speed Association. They have a Camaro Stalker. They have a ASA SAI Camaro, another one. And then they have a Superlight. Detroit Hot Ones and Muscle Cars by Revell. So these are basically the brand new performance cars of 1989. These were brand new cars when these kits came out. First thing they're showing you is an 89 Turbo Pontiac. I believe that's like a Grand Prix. Below that, you have the 89 Thunderbird SC Coupe, which is saying you could build it one or two ways. And then under that, you have an 89 Pontiac Grand Prix SE. Same thing. You could build it stock or you can build it custom. And then next to that, they're showing you that cool display up top right. Below that, they're going back to the muscle car days, which were the late model performance cars of their time. 68 Corvette, L88 Roadster, 69 Shelby, GT500 Coupe. And then what's weird is they feel the need to show another Pro Street. Beretta Pro Street, pretty cool looking kit. Next to that, the Ultra Z Street Machine. Some cool stuff from Revell. Next up is the Dream Machines and Street Custom Cars from Revell. Now, take a look at these two GM show cars. First up, Pontiac Banshee. Under that, the Corvette Indy. This was 1989, and I definitely see some influence in the new Corvette from these two former GM show cars. You could see, some of the lines here and there look very similar to the new Corvette. And then under that, you have the 69 Corvette 427 Coupe, a new kit. That's the one they messed the box up on it. The original one said 69 Corvette 429 Coupe Ford engine. They had an error that they wound up fixing, but the deal back then was you got to get one of those 429 ones. That's a rare error. I do have one. Everybody ran out and bought one when they first saw it. Next to that, the Nissan Custom Pickup, the real sharp mini truck. Below that, you have the 57 Ford Ranchero Custom. Horrible kit. The body came in pieces, went together horrible. I attempted to build that. It just got thrown out. And next to that, the VW Bug Street Machine. Good looking 80s style pink VW Beetle. The Street Demons and Hot Street Sets. Now, it seems to me like Revell was definitely rehashing a lot of their kits. Here we see the 34 Ford, which we just saw, I believe, a couple times already. Once again, that horrible 57 Chevy kit that goes together really bad. The Ford F1, F100 pickup, that kit was shown previously in this book. The Henry J. Gasser, that's a sharp kit. That was the Saints Car Club series they did. Below that, you have the Ultra Rods. This was a combo set, a three-piece set. You had the Corvette Convert, the Shelby, and then on the end, the Pro Street Corvette. Under those, you had the Porsche Exotics set. That set, I don't remember one bit. I don't remember seeing that in a box. Have you guys ever seen that? Anybody ever build that? You had the older and the newer Porsches in that. And then on the bottom, look who it is. It's Magnum PI. The Magnum PI Ferrari. Okay, this next page of big scale cars totally threw me for a loop. I don't remember any of these. Starting off, they have a brand new Firebird GTA in 1/16 scale, a brand new IROC Z in 1/16 big scale. Anybody build those? Remember seeing them? I can't even picture the box art in my head, and I'm usually pretty good remembering all the old kits. Below that, you have a 34 Ford Phaeton street rod. Same thing, 1/16 scale. And then a really nice looking 34 Ford chopped 3-window coupe, 1/16 scale. Then you have a Lamborghini, beautiful black with the gold wheels, Countach in 1/16 scale. And below that, you have the Ferrari Coing Turbo in 1/16 scale. Talk to me, guys. Put it in the comments. Anybody ever see one of these kits? Am I going crazy? Were they out there? Did they offer them? I don't remember any of these kits because there's quite a few, probably almost all of them I would have bought on this page. Revell was famous for their visible V8 engine, which actually operated. But I'm guessing in the late 80s, they figured they better update and offer something more modern for the future mechanics of America. And here is their visible turbo engine in 1/3 scale. It's a 4-cylinder turbo engine that actually works. I don't remember this kit. I remember the visible V8. But anybody ever build this one? The 4-cylinder visible turbo engine? Okay, we're going to close it out with a legend, an American legend. The visible V8 engine by Revell. They were not the original ones that produced this engine. There was a company called Revell, which built it in 1958. Revell wound up taking production over in 1975 of the visible V8 engine. When I was a kid, this was the Christmas gift to get. If you got a visible V8, you know your parents really loved you. A lot of people think it's a small block Chevy. It's not. It's actually based upon Cadillac and Studebaker engine design. It was a generic motor, but based on their features. It's one of Revell's most successful selling model kits of all time. And in 1989, it was still available. And it still ran on power. In 1993, they did away with the power. They put a hand crank on the lower balancer, and that's how you made it move. I built it as a kid with my buddy. He got it for Christmas. Put it together like two rocket scientists. Had the thing running that night. Greased it all up with cooking oil, which is what they tell you to do. Hooked up the batteries and there it went. We were shocked it actually worked, but what a kit. Like I said, it's an American legend. Pretty cool stuff, Revell. 1989 was definitely a changing year in the hobby all around. You saw the introduction of a lot of die cast, and I think that hurt the hobby because a lot of kids that would have became model builders said, hey, I could buy it in a box, already built, already painted. I got nothing to worry about. Put it on the shelf, done. The hardcore guys stayed with it, but I think it turned off a lot of new people from model builders to diecast buyers. But diecast were cool. I had them too. All the American Muscle stuff with the muscle cars and stuff like that. It was a good addition to the hobby, but I feel it just may have taken some people away from the hobby that never even got into building. That should have gave building a try. But all in all, some pretty cool stuff there. And I thank you guys for watching these videos, man. But please, give me a like, give me a subscribe. It's a lot of work doing these videos. You guys have been great with supporting the channel, going to our website, racecityretro.com. We're a hot rod t-shirt company, first and foremost. Yes, you can buy this shirt there before you even ask. 2-Lane Blacktop fans, if you know, you know. But we do other things too. We do license plates, signs, decals, rally numbers, all kinds of cool stuff. Over 1,000 products. Check us out at racecityretro.com. It's been amazing hearing about like some of your memories building back in the day. I've been building this year. I'll be building for 50 years. I didn't want to say that because it shows you just how old I am. But I started very young. Thank you guys. Take care. Jump over to the model bench and build something cool.